European Union provides support for Syrian refugees in Lebanon. The European Union, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion Laureate, has donated 39.3 million euros that will enable the United Nations Refugee Agency and the World Food Programme to continue providing essential aid for 358,000 vulnerable Syrian refugees in Lebanon until April 2020. Through the EU donation, monthly cash assistance will be available on recipients' electronic cards, allowing for essential purchases, including food, shelter, healthcare, and education. The latest funding brings the total EU contribution to the UN agencies to 88.1 million euros since July 2018. Our gratitude, European Union, for your steadfast help for Syrians in need. Many thanks also, UN Refugee Agency and World Food Programme, for your vital assistance. May the valiant Syrian people prosper in everlasting peace and abundance, in Allah's uplifting care.
South Sudan benefits from water and sanitation projects. The African Development Bank has financed $24.7 million in grants to improve the provision of clean drinking water and sanitation in South Sudan. Supporting the government's efforts, the allocation will benefit 300,000 residents in Juba, the nation's capital, as well as 8 rural communities in Quebec State. Almost $2 million of the funding is set to provide water and sanitation infrastructure to 40 schools, health centers, and more. Your radiating kindness helps so many people, and God bless you, the African Development Bank. May harmony embracing South Sudan continue progressing on a path of peace and prosperity for all, in the benevolent love of the divine.
New Zealand renews initiative to recycle used oil. New Zealand, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion recipient and a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Conservation, Earth Protection, and Earth Guardian Laureate, recently renewed the accreditation of a product stewardship program called Recovering Oil Saves the Environment. It collects about 2.5 million liters of used oil annually and delivers it to approved businesses who use it as a fuel source. These companies must comply with the relevant Environmental Protection Authority regulations, and the scheme is one of 14 that seeks to encourage a circular economy by reusing or recycling. Your proactive policies and actions set a glowing example for all to follow, New Zealand. May your nation continue to innovate and move forward in the new age of responsibility toward our majestic earth in the goodwill of the Providence.
Wind energy surpasses coal in Texas. The state of Texas, the largest consumer of coal in the United States, generated 22% of its electricity from wind power as compared to 21% from fossil fuel in the first half of 2019. Speaking of the growth of wind power, Dr. Andrew Swift, professor of civil and environmental engineering at Texas Tech University and an associate director at the university's National Wind Institute, explained that the wind's growing contribution to the energy mix is based on the state's promotion of its development, the availability of more efficient machinery, and the reduced cost of generating wind energy. Great work, Texas! Renewable energy, along with the earth-cooling vegan diet, ensures a blessed future for life on our amazing planet, in God's infinite wisdom.
Distinguished Chinese scientist finds solution to resistant malaria. Nobel laureate, 88-year-young Chinese phytochemist Ms. Tu Youyou and team have found an effective solution to the problem of artemisinin-resistant malaria. Tu Youyou won the 2015 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for discovering that artemisinin, which is extracted from the Artemisia annua or sweet wormwood, a traditional Chinese herb, was effective against malaria. However, it was realized that in some cases the treatment was not working. Fortunately, Tu Yo-Yo and co-researchers discovered that by extending the treatment protocol beyond 3 days and changing the supporting medications, it could yield successful results. So far, billions of cases of malaria have been treated with artemisinin-based combination therapies and millions of lives saved. Heaven's blessings, Miss Tu Yo-Yo and team, for your dedicated and brilliant efforts. May your research continue to spread healing throughout the world in divine comfort.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present Ms. Tu Yo-Yo the Shining World Inventor Award plus $10,000 as a humble token of support in God's love. For this incredible life-saving endeavor, may heaven and earth forever bless your soul.
Europe's largest pork supplier to produce plant-based products. Global meat processing company Danish Crown, which is also Denmark's main beef supplier, has announced they will start producing vegan meat substitutes. They noted, according to climate scientists worldwide, meat is a big challenge for the Earth's well-being, the climate, and living conditions for future generations. By the end of the year, Danish Crown will produce and sell plant-based beef and burgers. Kudos, Danish Crown, for your shift towards vegan products and your concern for the environment and planet. May you find much success with your new plant-based foods as your company sets an example of laudable change for all to follow in heaven's mercy.
Brazil protects dogs from animal testing. Brazilian authorities have announced that a 1-year agricultural pesticide test on dogs will no longer be required. Companies can now request that the test be waived, while the country is moving toward modern animal testing alternatives. The new ruling has come about after negotiations between the Shining World Compassion Award recipient, the Humane Society International, HSI, and the Brazilian Health Regulatory Authority, Anvisa, as well as a campaign launched by HSI supported by over 160,000 local residents. The scientifically unnecessary animal test has already been halted in the European Union, India, Canada, Japan, and Korea, which has the potential to spare the lives of tens of thousands of animals. Our hearts are gladdened by this news, Brazil. God bless you, and also Humane Society International, for your devoted support. In divine light, may all our sweet animal friends live in safety and dignity as they continue to grace our world in countless ways.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present Brazil, the European Union, India, Canada, Japan, and Korea, each with the Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion. With all respect, deep gratitude, and humble salute, may God love and bless your nations forever.